I have had this idea stuck in my head so long, and I'm so glad I finally got to get it done and over with. My whole inspiration for this, and I know this is like so dumb, literally stuffing a sketchbook, like that's dumb. Can we agree? It's dumb. I am someone who has like stupid art supplies or like silly things sitting around and hoarding all of it. And my sister has like fabric, felt, and stuffing that she had sitting around. And I was like, can I borrow that? And she's like, go for it. So I had drawn this picture of Ro in my sketchbook, and it's been sitting in there for a while, and I drew clouds around it, and I was like, that'd be so cool if I could add something that I make it like actually like the texture of clouds. So I did, and that stuffing just, I don't know if it looks good, but the fact that I can touch it and it's fluffy makes me happy, and like it does not matter if this doesn't look good, because everything in my brain is like, oh my gosh, fluffy, and I love it. I like do not care. I went through this whole thing knowing that I was like, I'm about to stuff my sketchbook literally. So I'll take you along on how I filled this entire sketchbook spread. So this picture, actually remember, this was inspired by a Pinterest picture, which I thought was so cute, and I will put in the description and on screen. Hi, hello. It was inspired by that picture, that drawing, that artist, and I thought the smoke looked so pretty. And I actually really like my line art for the clouds, which I was kind of sad because, you know, I have to cover them up. I wasn't expecting it to be like so thick. I thought I could see some of it through, some of the line art through, but in the end you can't really see it. So if you like the line version better than the final product, I don't blame you. Because there's something truly like I really like about the line art, but I wanted a fluffy sketchbook. Okay, I wanted a page that was going to like leave a whole inch gap in the middle of my sketchbook with stuffing. I ended up doing the whole lining, and Ro was such a good subject for this picture. Not because like clouds go with her, I just think she's so pretty. She's quite one of the easiest side views of characters I have, especially since she's a Cyclops. She's more of my nature vibes character, that's why she has like a flower crown and like very flowy clothes, but you can't see it here because I didn't draw it, because that would have been too much work. But if you wanted an example, here you go, here's her rough sheet. Anyway, I got my line art done, which I was pretty proud of. I haven't completed anything in a while, so using my dip pen was like super fun. There wasn't like much thought put into this sketchbook spread. It was just like what I'm like trying to think of creative ways and like things that I could put into my sketchbook, and putting stuffing in it was one of the first things, so I did it. Though putting the stuffing in my sketchbook was going to be the final part I did of this, I wasn't sure how I was going to color the actual picture. I hadn't really decided on anything. I did buy a blue paint that I was going to end up putting in the background, but it didn't match her colors at all. The blue was too gray toned, so I just kind of pitched it and was like, you know what? Watercolor has never failed me yet. So, and plus, if I don't get the right watercolor colors, I always end up shading with colored pencil. So I ended up putting in all of my watercolor colors, though this blue in the background changes. I really love this liner and the clouds. I think it looks so pretty. Like, half of me is bummed that I had to cover it up, but like the other part of me is like a child who like what, your sketchbook's fluffy in the end, so why do I care? Plus I have this video to remember that liner. If I want to make this picture again, I'd probably just do it digitally. But Ro was such a good character, oh my gosh. I really love her characters. I really love her colors, pardon me. And I ended up going after and shading everything in colored pencils with my Prismacolor pencil. Pretty sure that's how you say it. And this is usually like my favorite part of it, because, you know, everything looks flat and then you add shading and it's like, oh my gosh, this has dimension. And I think this is actually it's not. But, well, the first full picture I've drawn of Ro in this sketchbook, and I'm trying to have a page with, like, a character I haven't drawn yet, so I'll have one page of each of my different characters. So this is her page, and I really love how it turned out with, like, the shading and stuff. I was, like, super skeptical drawing the whole time because I was like, is this gonna pull through? Am I gonna be able to do this? I don't know.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
But usually with working with colored pencils, I don't usually have a problem. With colored pencils, it's layering after layering after layering. She makes it easy because her colors are quite pastel, so all I had to do was just grab my little pastel box of colored pencils, and I just layered practically all the colors, okay? Mainly just the pinks and blues. I had a lot of fun layering those on her, like, skin, her cheeks. It was so cute. Like, on the side of her cheek, you can see, like, the little purple and the pink. It was so fun. I think the only thing her eye color is a bit off, but it's a sketchbook. It's not like I'm putting this on a print and being like, this is her full version, final product. This is exactly what she looks like, but only digital. My brain says only digital pictures need to be, like, color accurate, okay? Get it right. I really loved doing this because first of all, I'm trying to get my sketchbook finished, but second of all, I am trying to create, like, not only do I want to finish my sketchbook, but I want to have, like, a stupid fun way of doing it, and I thought this was pretty fun. The whole thing only took me, like, 3 to 4 hours. I know that's long. That seems like a really long time, but, like, you have to understand, I'm the slowest artist that exists on this earth. Like, I'm not even kidding you. That's, like, super quick for me, okay? But I really enjoyed shading this. One thing I always do is I always shade white with blue, so if you're curious about that or how you shade the color white, which someone's asked me before, I never use the color black for shading. It's like a rule I have, just don't do it unless you're shading white, gray, and black, then you can use black. Or sorry, if you're shading, do not use black to shade white, please. Unless, like, you're doing, like, a whole black and white picture, then it's okay. But it usually depends on the character. If I'm doing a whole character in black and white, then I will shade the white with gray, black. But if I have whites of a character and I need it shaded, I usually never use gray or black, so I refrain from shading with black. Like, here's where I'm, like, adding all the little, like, stuffing onto the cloud, and I have my little tweezers and I'm being super professional and precise. Look at me go. But at the end I ended up just, like, putting like a bunch on there and just calling it a day and not, like, being crazy about it. And as I was adding the stuffing onto it, I was, like, kind of bummed because I was like, this doesn't look good. The stuffing was, like, oddly gray. It was not as, like, white vibrant as, like, the page was. So I really didn't like it with the blue in the background because it was lighter than the stuffing. So I end up going with just a black paint once I add all of the stuffing on it and just putting it on there as, like, a last hope for me to like this page. And I really like it. I don't know if anyone else really likes it, but I mean, come on now. I think, like, the line art and then the final product, I feel like both are good. But, like, it was pretty fun to put this stuffing on here. It was kind of just like a mind-numbing process. All I had to do was, like, put on my music and then just do it, and it was fun. I kind of want to come back to this as, like, I don't know, maybe I should do, like, a painting and, like, put, like, stuffing on it or something. Like, wouldn't that be fun? Like, doing a painting with, like, different types of, like, actual textures on it. Like, that'd be fun. You can't tell me it wouldn't be fun. I have added glitter and stuff into my sketchbook, and it, like, visually fun. It's, like, texturally, you can feel it. It's so fun. I like scratching it, and, like, the stuffing is fluffy. Why wouldn't you want that? I don't get it. Ooh, another thing I could do is I could draw a row, but then actually put in, like, flowers for her crown. Fake flowers? Would that be fun? I feel like that'd be so fun. Should I add fake flowers to my sketchbook? That'd be kind of fun. I mean, that's not like a new concept. People have done that before. But that would be kind of fun. Or like do the actual gem for her necklace. I actually have that. Like have those? Oh, that'd be fun. If anyone comes up with like different ways I can stick things into my sketchbook, let me know. Oh, also, this is where I like didn't like the blue background, so I was like, let me try to shade this like stuffing with a blue marker, and that was kind of annoying and I can't get rid of it, but that's okay. It wasn't like I was trying to solve the situation in the moment and it didn't work, so after I add the black, I'm like, great. I have these blue spots on like only one part of the clouds, and you can't really notice it. You notice it more on camera than you do like actually in person, but it's fine. At the end of putting stuffing like on all the clouds, I put like the most on the first cloud, and then the rest of them like don't have as much. But here I'm adding that black paint, and I feel like it makes it so much better just because like you can see what's happening, and it kind of lets rose colors pop some more, and the shape of the clouds you can see a lot better. I thought that was so like an improvement. We improved. Super cute. I've been trying to avoid using black as a background for my sketchbooks just because I've done it a lot to make like colors pop, or like, you know, I just need, because I have this like massive bottle of black paint, and like it's the one that I have the most of. Why wouldn't I use that one instead of wasting other colors? So I did my best painting around, trying not to get on like the stuffing parts and on her, and I add little dots on the background, and it's really cute. I don't know if this is an improvement from the line art or if like I should have just left it and not added the stuffing, but once again, I can't help myself. When I have stupid crazy ideas, I want to do it. But Ro definitely made this picture worth it. I don't know if I would have liked it with any other character, to be honest. I feel like this is a very like a trashy version of what I normally do in my sketchbooks. I'm usually way more consistent, and like I usually strive for perfection, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really need it right now. If you're having a bad day, just put like something fun into your sketchbook. That's what I did, because I was like, I need something right now. I was like, I need something stupid, and this is what I came up with. And I went in and added a liner to make her pop a bit more with a white outline, which I've been doing a lot recently, so that's fun. But here is my final picture. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you add something fun to your sketchbook. But that is all I have for today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this process. I hope you have a great rest of your day.